In this video, I will show you how to round up a number in Excel like this. So let's get started. Here in this Excel sheet, I have some numbers in the first column. Now I want to round up these numbers to the number of digits given in the C column. For example, I want to round up the first number to one decimal place. I will use the Excel roundup function to do that. The roundup function rounds up a number to the specified number of digits. This function accepts two arguments, a number to round and the number of decimal places. If the second argument is 0, the number is rounded up to the nearest integer value. Let's start the formula by typing an equal sign in the target cell. Now type roundup followed by an opening bracket. Select cell B3 as the first argument. Type a comma and then select cell C3 as the number of digits argument. Type the closing bracket and hit the enter key to complete the formula. As you can see, it returned 2.9 after rounding up the first digit after the decimal from 8 to 9. When we use the round function to round a decimal number, the rounding digit is incremented by 1 if the next digit is greater than or equal to 5. So in this case, the round function returns 2.8 because the second digit after the decimal is 1, which is less than 5. But since we are rounding up the number using the roundup function, the rounding digit is incremented by 1 irrespective of the digit next to it. Let's copy both the formulas to other cells by dragging the cells down from the bottom right corner of the cells. If the second argument is 0, then the roundup function rounds up the number to the nearest integer, as we can see from the fifth number. In the case of the round function, the first digit after the decimal point is 1, which is less than 5. So the number 2.1 is rounded to 2. While in the case of the roundup function, the rounded number becomes 3. However, in the case of the number 2.9, since the first digit after the decimal point is 9, which is greater than 5, so the rounded function rounds the number to 3. Since the roundup function always rounds up the number, it also rounded the number 2.9 to 3 as well. If the second argument is negative, the roundup function rounds up the number to the left of the decimal point. For example, if the number of digits argument is -1, then the number is rounded up to the nearest tenth. If it is -2, the number is rounded up to the nearest 100. For -3, the number is rounded up to the nearest 1000 and so on. Again, you can see the difference between the round and the roundup functions in the first, third and fifth numbers. In the case of the first number, the rounding digit is -1, that is the first digit before the decimal point, which is 1. Since 1 is less than 5, the digit next to it on the left side, which is 2, is not incremented, and the round function rounded the number 21.1 to 20. However, in the case of the roundup function, the rounded number is 30. Similarly, for the second number, the rounding digit is 6. So, the number next to it, which is 2, is incremented by 1 and the rounded number returned by the round function becomes 3. The same applies to the numbers 3 to 6. Rounding a negative number up using the roundup function works in a similar way. For example, as we can see from this table, rounding up a negative number using the roundup function works in the same way as the positive numbers. Notice the difference in results between the round and roundup functions for the first, second, fourth and fifth numbers. The round function incremented the rounding digit only if the next digit is greater than or equal to 5, while the roundup function always did that. Watch these videos for more Excel tips, tricks and how-to tutorials. If you find this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.